Hello, this is Joe Freeman and Mike Richman of the Oregonian, and we are coming to you from the Motor Center on Thursday night, where the Blazers have just torched the reigning champion Golden State Warriors 118-101 in a very fun to watch, exciting, fast pace, hot shooting, assist making.
80
How far can I go on with
yeah.
this? Yeah. It was a crazy game, an illustration of the amount of firepower that this Blazers team does have, albeit young, unproven firepower. And the most potent part of that firepower tonight was Allen Crabbe, who recorded 25 points and 4 assists in 25 minutes. It's the most points he's had in a Blazers jersey, regular or preseason. And I think we're sort of seeing the fruits of the labor of Allen Crabbe's dedicated offseason. He changed his diet, hired a personal chef, worked out a couple times a day throughout the summer until he hurt his ankle in summer league. And really, you know, this is kind of a make or break year for him. And I think he's really viewing it that as such. And it's as dedicated, as confident, as focused, and as good an Allen Crabbe as I've seen in a Blazers uniform.
Absolutely, and it wasn't just Crabbe. 11 different Blazers scored, and they hung up 118 points on the best defense in the NBA, or last year's best defense in the NBA, when Damian Lillard was off, honestly. He got to the free throw line a bunch and really attacked the rim, but he was 3 for 18 from the field, had some wide open looks that just kind of rimmed out. He was not as sharp as he could be, and the Blazers scored 77 points in the first half and looked excellent on offense, despite their all-star really not being as good as he could. And the other big thing that happened tonight is Al-Farouq Aminu, his first game in a Blazer uniform, 11 points, 8 rebounds. He started out just on fire. He had, I think, 7 points in his first shift, and he looked kind of like he was getting offensive rebounds, and he was being active, and he's maybe a little more involved as a playmaker than he had been in the past, and that's kind of what Terry Stotts had promised. It was a good, solid debut from him.
Yeah, right off the bat, Aminu had 2 offensive rebounds that he converted for easy layups, and then he had a really nice drive, a left-handed drive into the lane, and a really nice spin move around his defender, and he finished with a layup, and then later hit a kind of a rainbow high-arcing 3 that was nice too. So he kind of maybe is a little more multi-dimensional than he was billed, and can contribute in more ways than maybe we knew. Looking even further, we talked about this last time, but in another illustration of the Blazers' chemistry and cohesion, 11 players scored, 9 had assists, and the Blazers had 25 assists, and they played a lot of players, so that's partly why that happened, but 9 players getting assists is still ridiculous. And I think you're going to see that become kind of a trademark of this team, in part because of their big men, because Myers Plumlee and because Mason Plumlee and Myers Leonard, because they are so capable at passing and so willing at passing. That's going to feed and feed the beast, and if you will, and kind of become contagious in a way, because you're going to get a lot of good passing from Damian, obviously, and from CJ, obviously, and from the guards, and maybe from Aminu too. Yep. We'll see. But when everybody is a willing and able passer like that, you're going to see pristine ball movement, crisp passing, a lot of movement and flow, and boy, that came in spades tonight.
Yeah, it was unexpected. I mean, a heck of an offensive performance.
So we're not going to get too carried away over an exhibition game, even though it was a win, just like we're not going to get carried away over a loss in game 1. But as a Blazers fan, you really have to be encouraged by what you've seen through 2 games. Things seem to be farther along than anyone kind of expected. So again, here we are Thursday at the Motor Center. Blazers walk away with a 118-110 win over the reigning champion Warriors.